Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I demonstrate how to create a class that has a constructor, has a method, and then we'll use that class to create an object from it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with creating a class. So I'm going to go into our default package, and this is what we've been working on for all of our Java videos. I'll talk later about organizing this into packages, but for now, I'm just going to right click here and create a new class. I want my class name to be book, and I'll keep everything else as it is, and I'm going to click on finish. Okay, so this is our class over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare a private string named name. Then I'm going to create the constructor. So my constructor is got the same name as my class, and it also my constructor has one parameter, okay, and I'm going to give the same name for my parameters, and I will assign the value of this private member variable to whatever we passed, or whatever that was passed through the constructor when it was called, or when the object of this class was created. Okay. Then what we're going to do is create a method that is related to this class, and what I want this method to do is just print out this information for me. So I want to call it a book details. I haven't really gotten much in there, but for demonstrating purposes, you would have more when you're applying the skills to your own program. So what I want to do is I want to return a string. So the return type over here is a string. So I'm going to go book name. Sorry, I have issue with spelling names sometimes. And then I'm just going to concatenate the variable or whatever value is being assigned to this. Okay, so now my class is complete. I'm just going to go ahead and save it. So you can see there's a little asterisk over here. The minute I hit save, it's all saved now. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the file we called 57. That was our last video. And I'm just going to duplicate it, and I'm going to work from there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep everything pretty much the same. I've got my scanner. So what I want to do is I want to get the name of the book from the user. So I'll call this book name instead of user entry. And I can do this in one line. So I will get, maybe I'll say get book entry. Maybe rename it, make it a bit more related. Okay, and enter book name. And this remains the same. So this was discussed in video 57 if you're interested. So what I've got now is I've got my book name, which is just basically something we got from the user. Now to create an instance or to create an object of this class, what I would do is I would use the name of the class, which was book. Make sure you've got the same spelling. And now I'll create a variable. This is going to be a reference for the object. So it will have the same naming convention as you would for any variable. And to create an object, this is created using the keyword new. When new is called, this is going to go to the constructor of that class. Since we created the constructor such that it accepts a variable, a string, an argument. So now I'll pass it in as an argument, and that's book name. This is what we got from the user. So that's pretty much it. Now instead of this changes. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is instead of this, I'm just going to now call my method. Now to call the method of this class, I need to use the reference if I want to call this method. So I can just copy this, but I cannot call it just like this. I need to associate it with an object reference. So since this is the reference that's pointing to the object, I can use that to access the method. So now if I run my program, it should work as expected unless I've made a mistake somewhere. So enter book name. So book name it's just working as expected. So what I've done here is I've actually gotten the book name from the user using the function that we have here. And then what we then did is pass this as an argument to the constructor when this class was created. The reference over here is then used to access the method of the class. And this is our class. I hope this was helpful. Stay tuned for more videos on classes and